Did you hear that Lisa eats her fingernail?
I fall in love too easily.
Hey everyone, it's Summer Danielle, and before we get started into today's video, I just want to say thank you so much for 30 subscribers. I know that may not seem like a lot, but for me guys, it really is because I literally went from 0 to 30. Like, I'm super excited, and we're just going to keep growing from there. We're going to keep going up, and I just want to say thank you, and I love you guys. And for a special surprise, once we hit that 50 or 100 mark for subscribers, I will definitely be doing a giveaway. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned and click that subscribe button down below. And let's get started into today's video. Okay everyone, so today's video is basically high school advice or 10 facts that I knew before I entered high school. And this video is for freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, anyone, even for college students. I actually will be making a separate video for that, but I find these facts helpful for anybody. So I wrote down a few facts and I'm going to share them with you guys. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so the first one is GPA. GPA stands for grade point average. It is extremely important that you stay focused on your GPA because as an incoming freshman or anyone in general, we kind of get distracted by the outside forces of our academic work, such as friends, peer pressure, all that. I'll get into that later. And it's just important that you stay focused on your academics because that is the reason why you are in school, is for your academics. I mean, there's also other reasons, but number one has to be academics. So if you stay focused on your academics and do well, you'll have a higher GPA compared to someone who doesn't go to class, doesn't really focus. Their GPA will be lower. Colleges want that high GPA because that shows them that you're worthy of being in their school. Now, there's also like lots of different things that happen in life that kind of prevent people from getting the GPA they want. Don't worry guys, there's other factors that also go into getting into college. It's just important that, you know, even though we experience a lot of things in life, that you try to stay focused on your academics so you can have a higher GPA. So GPA, it's really important. It determines on what college you want to get into. And yeah, so let's go into number 2. Okay everyone, so the next one is involvement. It's important that you are balanced, that you have your academics balanced with your involvement in different activities and clubs, because if you're too focused on the other, it can cause a disruption. So for example, if I'm too focused on my academics, trying to keep that GPA up, my brain is going to be fried. It's gonna, like, I feel like you need friends or activities as an outlet to prevent you from like going crazy, I guess, because schoolwork can make people go crazy in high school because you're not just balancing like 1 or 2 classes like you are in middle school. I don't know, everybody has different middle schools. Like, you know, some of the teachers in middle school, they collaborate like, oh, I'll give this class homework. No, in high school it's not really like that. You can have homework from every single teacher that day. And yes, it's important to do your homework. That is super important, guys. Please do your homework. But I feel like you also need that outlet. Like, let's say dance is your outlet. And what I mean by outlet is like an opportunity that lets you... Okay everyone, so this is summer, editing summer. So I was trying to say basically, like, let's say if dance is your outlet, like it just basically gives your brain a break from all the academics. So it's an outlet to give your brain a break. So back to the video. Stay focused on other things. I feel like joining a sports and club, it helps you make friends. It gives your brain a break, and I just think that's wonderful. Now, even though involvement is great, you can be overwhelmed with activities too, just like you can be overwhelmed with academics. If you're too focused on like getting that varsity spot, and I don't want to say like give up and be like, oh, don't practice, because it's important that you also practice when you're doing a sport. But if you're too focused on that, where you're forgetting your academic work, your GPA, like I stated earlier, will go down, and colleges are going to be like, well, they're not a well-rounded student. And that's what I'm also getting to. You want to be well-rounded as a student. You want to be a part of sports, clubs, academics. Student government is a great way. It just shows that you can take leadership while also balancing. So I think balance is very important. So let's go into number 2. Number 3 is college, and which will I'll lead into scholarship. So you guys are probably like, okay, is this video all about academics? Don't worry guys, I'm getting to the juicy stuff in the end. You know, I always say the best for the last. But anyway, I feel like searching for what college you want to go to is very important, because a lot of students wait until it's kind of too late into their senior year. So I feel like if you kind of have an idea or start looking at colleges, you'll kind of see what kind of GPA they want, ACT or SAT scores, which is important that you stay focused on that day when you take that test, because you want to get that high score because it looks good to schools. But yeah, you want to make sure that you are starting to look at colleges, because if you wait too long, it's going to be like a surprise, like, oh, I need this certain GPA, or I need this certain score on this test, or I need this many activities, and I'm falling behind and it's kind of too late, and now I can't really get into the school I want, or you won't get the scholarship. And it's important that you start applying for scholarships. Even if you're a freshman, there's scholarships for freshmen. There's a lot of websites, and you may be like, oh, you don't apply to scholarships until your junior or senior year. Guys, that is wrong. You can actually apply starting your freshman. You can even do it as young, I think, as like young as 8th grade year. But it's important that you just keep out on the lookout for that. You know, I don't want to say like, oh, you have to go to college, because college isn't for everyone. But just keep on the lookout and just see the available options that are available to you after school. And it's just important just to, you know, keep a lookout on that. So going on to step number 4. Keep coming at you with the different hairstyles. It's because I'm like taking breaks while I'm making this video, because like I said, it's perfect to give your mind a break. But anyway, I meant to say, going on to advice number 4, I guess that's right. But yeah, basically it's about friends. So I feel like a common mistake among people is they think certain people are their friends when in reality they're not. I think it's important that you know the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. So an acquaintance is someone that you do a simple hello, goodbye, you guys have basic talk. You don't tell them all your secrets, because that is like, some people are just drama seekers or rumor seekers, and they don't mind telling your business to others, and they just like the opportunity to like blab off about other people's business. And then there's the friends, the people that you text after school, you hang out with after school during breaks and all that, and that you guys have like little sleepovers, I guess you can say. So those are your friends, the people that you can trust. Now in this world, as you know, it's very crazy, but there's always those 1 or 2 people that you'll meet that will be your friends or your best friends, and then you'll have like 50 acquaintances, just giving you a number. But yeah, so make sure you are aware of that. The first person you meet, just because they seem nice doesn't mean they're going to be your friend. They could just be someone that comes in and out of your life, because there's always someone sent in our life and they're sent right out, because they're not benefiting us for that time being. But anyway guys, I also feel like, going on to the note of friends, that it's also good to make a friend or 2 in your class, and also be acquainted with most of your class members, because I feel like as a class, if y'all are like cool, you guys can make a group chat. And I feel like group chats are very beneficial in high school, because there's been those times where you're like, oh, someone knows that there's going to be a quiz tomorrow, and like it's important like that they spread it to the class. People like, oh, I had a quiz, I didn't even know, but now I know, and I can study for it and study the right material. Or it's like, oh dang, I left my homework in my locker. You can text someone in the group chat and be like, hey, does anybody have the homework worksheet, so I can take a picture and share it. Or also when it comes to homework, it'd be like, okay, these people do problems 1 to 7 and everybody else can do 8 to 10, something like that. I know that was really off. Maybe I should have said 1 to 5 and then 5 to 10, but whatever, we're not really gonna worry about that. But you guys can like divide the homework if it's a lot, and just share your answers in the end and like discuss it. Or if you just need that little help, then you can just text someone in the group chat. So it's important that you I guess overall is learn the difference between friends and acquaintances, and become acquainted with the members in your class, so you guys can help each other out, because that's what most people are seeking, someone to help them out or guide them. And yeah, going on to number 5, point number 5. So as you guys can see, I don't know if you were paying attention to the slide before this, but yes, I took my senior pictures with my dog. And you might be wondering like, What do you mean to be original? I mean, to don't be afraid to take risk. Just to give you like a little bit of history, before, when I took that picture, I saw it. I was like, ooh. I told my mom, I was like, look, you can take pictures with your dog. And then she was like, you should do that. And I was like, oh, people are gonna think I'm weird. And then she just basically said, don't worry about other people, be yourself. If you want to do something, then do it, because if you don't do it, you'll never have the experience. And actually, when I didn't take all my pictures with my dog. It was like some of them. By bringing my dog, I also got more pictures to take for free, because when you take senior pictures, they cost. But I was able to get more pictures for free. And then also, everyone found it cool and thought it was cool, to the point they were like, dang, I wish I would have thought that. So I'm basically saying, be original. Don't be afraid to, you know, pop out. If you have a certain outfit that you are too worried about other people not liking, just forget them, because in the few years after you're done with high school, people aren't going to remember that, or they'll always remember you as the person who wasn't afraid to be themselves. And don't be a follower, be a leader, be your own trendsetter, do your own thing. Because I feel like in high school, though you may think like, oh, they're gonna think I'm weird, most people be like, dang, I really appreciate the fact that they're original to who they are, and it actually inspires others to do the same. So don't be afraid, because once again, if you don't take the risk, you'll never know how it ends up. Going on to number 6. Okay, so number 6 is, I don't know why I just did that, but number 6 is rumors. Please don't believe every rumor you hear. I feel like high school is kind of built on like drama, rumors, all that nonsense. But please be strong and do not listen to every single rumor you hear. Just like imagine yourself in the other person's shoes. You wouldn't want people spreading rumors about you, so please don't do the same. It's important that you try. Like, I know everybody wants to be involved, but being like too involved will cause rumors to spread. So try to keep your circle small. And it's not bad to venture out, but like I said, make sure that when you venture out, you keep those people as your acquaintances and not your friends. So it's important to have like 3 or 4 good friends. And yeah, you don't want rumors. Rumors are bad. Like I said, don't believe them. There will be like lots of rumors like, did you hear that Lisa eats her fingernail? You know what? Just roll the clip. I don't know what that was, y'all, but yeah, just roll the clip. Like, let's say Lisa, like, I don't eat my fingernails. Okay, I know that was a weird reference, but just please don't spread rumors, guys. They are a no. Going on to number 7, please go to class. As in, like, when I was an upperclassman, and I'll admit, when I was a freshman, like, you see your friends in the hallway and you guys just like talk and stand in the middle of the hallway. Please don't do that. It really irritates people, especially when they're trying to get to class. Because I don't know about you, but I got places to go, so I need you to move on. Like, you don't want to be standing in the hallway and trying to hurry up and get to your class, because you have those teachers in high school that are like, if you're 1 second late to my class, you will be considered tardy. Like, people are trying to get in their class. You will get pushed by some people if you're standing in the middle of the hallway, and you will get talked about. And it's just not good. Like, please go to class. You don't want to get a tardy either. So advice is, don't be standing in the middle of the hallway. If you do have a couple of minutes, like let's say you're right outside of your class, you want to talk to your friend, go move to the side, but don't be in the middle of the hallway, because it just causes a lot of unnecessary traffic. So yeah. Going on to number 8. Have a planner. Guys, it is super important that you have a planner. I'm not stressing this enough. No matter if you're a boy or a girl, there's a lot of planners for everyone, and they come in like different styles. And to be honest, your school does give you a free planner, and some people do use it. Personally, I didn't like it. I bought a personal planner of mine from Michael's, and I originally wanted the Erin Condren, but yeah, that's $50 or $60. So I found a cute alternative, and I'm actually gonna, and it's actually like a 1.5 years long, so I will be having to get a new one soon. It actually ends in December of 2018, but I'm pretty sure they'll have it this year, and I will link it below. And if I do get it, I will definitely be having my back to school haul. But anyway, moving back on into the video, that's just a little surprise, is to get a planner. They have cute stickers. You can get different kinds of color pens and pencils, and it just helps you stay organized because it's kind of impossible to keep every single assignment up here. It's good to write it down just in case you forget, and it just keeps you updated, like, oh, I have a test next week, or this project is due, or this essay, because a lot of those will be coming up in high school. So it's important that you have a planner. And with planner, I also want to go like coincide with notes. I feel like when people add pops of colors to their notes, it kind of like, it just makes your memory like obtain the information better. So personally, I love going on Tumblr or Pinterest and looking up study blur. That's STUDYBLR. So if you guys are interested, look that up. I'll actually insert a picture of my own personal like different fonts that I use on my notes. It just helps me retain the information faster. So yeah, I should actually do a plan with me video. That is actually a good video that idea that I just came up with. Number 9. We're almost done, guys. We got one more left. But number 9 is take classes that fit your academic. I'm trying to say, take classes that you know you will succeed in. Don't take classes that are too easy or too hard for you. There's different sets of classes. You have AP, well, in order is IB, AP, honors, and your regular classes. At my school we call it CP, which is basically college prep. So if you are like in a CP class and you find it that it's like way too easy, you may need to go up to honors. But if you are in an AP class and you think it's too hard for you to obtain the information, you may need to go down to either honors, or you can even go down to CP. Just because you are in a IB or AP class doesn't mean that you are extremely smart. There's people who are in those classes who just want it because of the title, but it's just better to have a A or a B in an honors or AP class than a C or a D or F, because C's aren't always bad, guys. You always get that occasional C, but always try for an A or a B because A's are what bring the B's. But back to what I was saying, better than having a D or an F in an AP class, because it's like, oh, even though you're in these IB or AP classes and you're failing them, like, you really need to go down, because everybody's just gonna be looking like, why are you here? I mean, like I said, don't worry about what other people say. Don't think people are gonna think you're stupid just because you dropped, because in reality you're just doing what's best for you. And most time, 9 times out of 10, you'll kind of like give a signal to other people who are also in the same boat as you, like, well, hey, maybe I need to also go down. For example, I was in IB, which stands for International Baccalaureate Program. I was in my school's gifted program, and while in IB, I struggled a little bit, and I knew it wasn't the class for me, like the program for me. And I mean, you have those like points where like everybody's gonna be like, why did Summer drop this class? To be honest, no one's really worried. You'll have like your friends who be like, oh, why'd you drop? And you'll be like, because I wasn't doing that well. And they'll understand because they're your friends. And if people don't understand, then forget them, because they're not a part of your future success anyway. But anyway, I went from IB to AP, which is advanced placement classes, and I did way better. I got A's and I got B's, and colleges like to see that, you know, that like she knew she wasn't doing that well, so she dropped down. Or the fact that I was in my freshman year, I was in an honors class and it was too easy for me, so I moved up to AP. So it just looks well to colleges. It's like, oh, she knows what she or he needs to be in. And guys, I'm not trying to apply these facts just for girls, it's for boys too, it's for anyone. I said that because I kept saying she, like, he, anyone can use these advices for everyone. So you, him, he, she, y'all all watch these video. I don't know. Everyone is welcome to this video. But anyway, like I was saying, if you are in a class that you feel like it's too easy or too hard, do the necessary level change. And on to our last fact, the final stretch is peer pressure. Okay guys, so I think peer pressure is one of the biggest things that you will encounter in high school. there's a lot of different factors that go into peer pressure. Peer pressure can be something small, like giving someone like an answer to a test, to being peer pressure to drink or smoke or do something that you don't want to do. Just because everyone else is doing something doesn't mean you are doing that you have to do it, basically. So I'm going on to like the minor peer pressures. Let's say someone's like, could you please help give me the answer to number 1 on the test? And you know you want to help people out, and you might think like, if I just give them this answer one time, they will leave me alone. As soon as you give someone one answer, they're gonna want to see your whole test, and I've had that encounter. So if you feel like someone's always trying to copy off your work, it's important that you try to move, because if you do get caught, your teacher will either give you guys both a F, you'll get detention, Saturday school, or you can get academic K, which is really bad. At my school, we had something called a K. If you got a K on your grade report, college will see that and they'll be like, oh, this student is not academically honest, we don't want them at our school, or it just looks bad in general. So it's important that you try to stick to your own word and don't share answers, and just be like, I'm sorry, I don't want to get us in trouble, so I'm gonna keep my answer to myself. Or if you have like a cheater that just threatens you, you can always go to a teacher. You're not a snitch, okay? You're not a snitch, because it's better that you tell your teacher and let them know than you get caught and get that academic dishonesty placed on your transcript. So yeah, and then there's the bigger peer pressures such as smoking and drinking. Guys, please don't do it. Your brains are still young and developing. I'm still young and developing, and I don't participate in those activities. By you participating in those activities, you're doing brain damage. Smoking is just not cool. It's not the thing. So please don't do it. Cigarettes cause cancer, all that. Drinking could lead to alcohol poisoning and you ending up in the hospital just for a few seconds of being cool with others can cause lifetime damage. So do not be a part of it. So be your own person, stick to your own originality. You are your own person. I already said that, but I'm just kind of reiterating and expanding the importance of just being your own person. So that is what high school is about. Getting good grades, being involved, making those few friends, making acquaintances, helping each other out, and being your own person. So thanks everyone for watching the video. I will be making sure to put out more videos this next week, because this week is almost over. But yes, thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and peace everyone.